There it is. There it is. All right, let's get the right thing going on the vertical stream. There we go. Ghost, what's up, dude? Came in quick. All right, let me get my gloves. I need to find a better spot to put those. I don't have to lean over 6 things. How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? I need to figure out the, I don't know if I just need to adjust like the brightness. High-end PC build, that's right. This is definitely a high-end PC build. I need to figure out the brightness on this. I don't know how to adjust that if I'm being perfectly honest. I did my white balance. I don't think it's my ISO. Soft scan, I don't know. Maybe I can just turn down my lights a little bit, I don't know. It's a white build, that's right. All white components. These boxes always scare me because they show the black version, but it better be the white version. I definitely ordered the white version. Hopefully these are the correct ones. All right, so today's build, we've got the 7800X 3D, probably the last one of these we'll ever do now that the 9800X 3D is out. This was ordered before that happened. We've got 6 terabytes of storage, 6. We've got an RTX 4080 Super, 64 gigs of RAM, a bunch of RGB fans, X870 motherboard, which is also new with the Ryzen 9000 series. And yeah, they actually went with an air cooler. Most customers with the higher end builds really want a water cooler or like an AIO, but this customer opted for air cooling. They really wanted air cooling, so we were able to slap in a bunch of extra fans. And then of course we're using the NZXT H7 Flow RGB, which comes with 3 white fans with RGB, and then we'll be slapping in another 6. So I'm guessing we'll do 3 on the bottom, 2 on top, 1 on the back, and then we'll be good to go. I know, 6 terabytes. It's a lot of storage. If they run out of storage, then, you know, we tried. All right, who's ready to get started on this build? Hold on, I'm gonna open one of these fans because the box shows white, or it shows black on the outside. There's probably a marker somewhere on here. Like they just use the same box for all of them. There's probably like a marker somewhere that shows that it's the white version, but I just want to make sure. I should have checked this before, you're right. But here we are. The moment of truth. They sent us the black version of these fans. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. They sent us black versions of these fans, even though we ordered the white ones. I think it'll still look good. I think it could still look good. It is really unfortunate though. All right, we'll build it, and then if the customer doesn't like it, then we'll swap. It was supposed to be, these were supposed to be white. I ordered white. Oh well. We'll ask the customer how they think it looks afterwards. Most everything on the case is gonna be white, so it could be a problem, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Alrighty, we can still do the build. We just might have to swap out some fans later on. All right? All right. That's a bummer. That is a heavy, heavy power supply. It's 1,000 watts, 80 plus gold from NZXT. All right. How's everybody doing today? What's going on? Got our X870 motherboard here from ASUS. This is the ROG Strix A Gaming. Dude, H7 is so nice. It's such a beautiful case. I used to like kind of hate on NZXT's cases back in the day, like before, I don't know, maybe the last 2 years, because all of their cases had terrible airflow and terrible support for radiators. But their newer cases now are so good. They're just so much better than they used to be. Okay, shouldn't need anything out of this baggie. Okay, we don't need this stuff right now. All right. Okay, there we go. I forgot to empty my recycle bin, so that's fun. I was gonna do that yesterday, and then the big dumpster was kind of full, and so I was like, well, maybe they'll empty it before my stream today, and I forgot to do it. That's okay. Just keep that out. See if they saw my message. Customer did not see my message yet. ROG and NZXT motherboard looks the best. Yeah, the NZXT motherboard is super clean. I haven't used their boards much at all, but their boards do look super, super clean. Okay, let's take this guy off. I'm just gonna pull off all of the plastics real quick, some of which are hidden back there. So many peels on this motherboard. Wish we had stuff like this. What is it? I don't remember what flag that is. I recognize it, but I can't remember the name of that flag. What country is that for? Oh, don't do that to me. The tab came off. The actual plastic did not. There we go. That's what I have this for. Okay, I think we got all the plastic off. Oh wait, no. One more there. Okay. Got all that plastic off. Let's get our CPU in. South Africa. Okay. I was like, it looks super familiar, but I couldn't figure it out. Okay. Ryzen 7 7800X 3D. The former king of gaming, probably now relegated to the prince of gaming now that the 9800X 3D is out. But this thing is still very, very capable. All right. Still fit a few things in our recycle bin. You guys don't hardly have any shops. Can you order any of this stuff online at least and have it delivered to you? Come on. Yeah. Here we go. 7800X 3D installed. I'm confused about selecting my GPU. Can you help? Of course. What's your question? All right, here's our 2 terabyte SSD. This is going to be the main drive. This is what we're going to put Windows on. It's a Crucial P3 Plus Gen 4 SSD. RTX 2070 Super or a 3060. 2070 Super, for sure. The 2070 Super is great for, you're gonna be able to do, excuse me. You're going to be able to do a lot of 1440p gaming with that. And it's a faster GPU, even though it is the older generation. Yeah, that would be what I would go for personally. Okay. All right, Crucial P3 Plus. Oh, that is so slick. You guys watch, look at this. Check this out again. So ASUS took their M.2 no toolless feature. Hold on, we're gonna try and get this right so that I can make a short out of it. ASUS took their M.2 toolless feature to the next level. You don't even need to push anything over here. You don't even need to touch it. Just slide your M.2 in, push it down, and it clicks in. And then there's a single push release and it comes right back out. Now that's next level innovation from ASUS. Cool. I like that. It's an awesome new feature. I love seeing all the new features coming out with the new motherboard series. They always bring out just like little things, you know? All right. And then of course, that is a hefty heatsink, just like a big chunk of aluminum. And this of course also is toolless. Yo! Nikki coming in with the host on kick. Thank you so much. Also, push in, no tool needed for the heatsink. Very thoughtful of ASUS. Now we do have to use a tool because we have another M.2, but that's okay. Nikki, how was your stream? Thank you so much for the raid. What up, Gore Kick? Some lass has thinking she carries me on zombies. Ooh, gotcha. Hi, Nikki, how are you? What's the best GPU in the $300 budget? Probably either the 4060 or the, I think you can get the 7600 XT for that now, or maybe not. If you can't, then like a 6650 XT is also really solid in that budget. Yo, Debbie coming in with 10 gifted subs. Debbie, what are you doing? How you doing, Nikki? I hope your stream was amazing. Oh, Lemons, I need to speak to you actually. Uh-oh, Lemons is in trouble. What up, Moist Chicken? How we doing? Welcome in. All right, there we go. Look at all these M.2 slots, you guys. There's so many. M.2_3. We're gonna use M.2_234, I think. Let's just double check, because some of them have limitations on PCIe lanes. So let's just double check that, what M.2 we should use for the secondary. Is this just an installation manual? This is just an installation manual. Okay. Okay. What about your second manual? That just says web storage. Okay, that's not helpful. All right, we're gonna do M.2_3. That is their safest bet. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, you don't have to get RTX. You can definitely go AMD with those in that price range. Me in trouble? Yeah, right. Bro, you're always in trouble. I'm doing great, Debbie. How are you? It's aluminium, not aluminum. Sorry. I'm on the side that won that war, so we can say what we want. Yeah, 6650 XT is a great option, and those are a lot cheaper now. Those are like $240. You can find them for like $240 now. All right, here we go. Did they put this? They put this feature on all of their M.2 slots? No, maybe not. There we go. They did. It's awesome. It's a big shank for a simple task. It's my everyday pocket carry. I always have this knife in my pocket. Always. Always, always, always. It's my pocket knife. Okay. Here we go. Get this back in place. You're welcome, AHS. Got arrested for that over here? Yeah, I know. Dude, I've carried a knife in my pocket since I was in high school. It's just like what we did growing up in Oregon. And it's not like it's not like you carry, like nobody carries them for self-defense. Like we just carry them because a pocket knife is a really handy tool to have all the time. As a Canadian, I'll giggle in burnt White House. How are we doing, Schaefer? What's up, Joe? All right, that is back on there. What if he runs out of storage? I know, well, he can put on like 3 more SSDs if needed, or 2. And they make like 8 terabyte M.2s now, so I don't think that'll be a problem. My daily carry is an 8-inch camp knife. What do you do with an 8-inch camp knife? Like this is what, 3 or 4 inches? Very reasonable for a pocket knife. We can have a pocket knife, but ours are like multi-tools. Yeah, I honestly like carrying a multi-tool. I have like a Leatherman multi-tool. It's really nice to have one of those in your pocket too. A Taurus Judge. I have those too that I can carry, but I don't always have one of those on me. All right, 32 gig sticks, so we've got 64 total gigs of RAM. CL36,000. This is from G-Skill, the M5 Ripjaws. 3 to 4 inches is a little small. Hey, I make do just fine. We can cart a sword if we want, but we need to have a reason for carrying them. You gonna go in? Oh, well, it's not gonna go in because I put it in backwards. You guys are distracting me so much that I tried to put this RAM stick in backwards. Jeez. What up, MJ? All right, 64 gigs of RAM installed. Let's get our cooler out here. How we doing, Blacked Out? What's up? The water-cooled PC? I do have a pretty crazy water-cooled PC. It's my personal like gaming PC that I use all the time. And by all the time, I mean like not that often right now. I haven't been gaming all that much other than playing a little Call of Duty Black Ops 6 here and there. Evan, come and get it. That's the spirit, Lemons. That's the American spirit. All right. Watch time. You spent 1 hour and 50 minutes. Yeah, those are rookie numbers. You gotta get those numbers up. All right, you taking off, Nikki? Go get some sleep. It's late over there. Blacked. Is he not allowed to have that name? Why is it the last 7800X 3D build? Because the 9800X 3D is out now. This PC was ordered before the 9800X 3D came out, but the 9800X 3D is out now. Okay. Let's double check this. I think we just need the offset piece for the AMD. And a bolt through. Yep. Okay. So we need to take these guys off. You seem to forget I'm in the UK, so when you normally stream, I'm in bed too. Boo. Sorry, I have a day job. Otherwise, I would totally stream during the day.
Lemons is a boy.
Zombies. Off stream grinding. Yeah, that's pretty much, I've been playing off stream. I just can't find, I just can't believe that people really want to watch me play multiplayer. So I don't stream it. All right, I just got to break off all these little molding pieces. The joys of injection molding. Boom. So there's that. And we're gonna need some of these. The 9800X3D is pretty much in line with what the cost of the 7800X3D has been lately. So it's like $480. It's already out and technically available. They're just like sold out everywhere. So you can look for them. You just might not find any right now. It's very nice they gave us a screwdriver with it. But we don't need that. Okay. Some ID cooling thermal paste. We're gonna use some better thermal paste. I've got some Arctic MX6. We'll throw that on here. You see how low the 7900 XT? Yeah, I did. I think they just dropped the price like again. AMD is supposed to be releasing the like 8000 series for their GPUs, or at least like announcing them at CES next year. So we should be seeing the 8000 series here in not too long. Ugh, got all goopy everywhere. All right, take that off. It says, warning, remove this before installation. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's put these guys on there. Nope, not those guys. I took the other ones out of the bag because I needed them, and then I threw them down here because I am a goofball. I also probably should have put these brackets on before I put the thermal paste on, but I'll just be careful not to touch the thermal paste. Not moist. I just used grape jelly as thermal paste. Did you guys see my most recent like testing out thermal paste video? Petroleum jelly works really well as a thermal paste, like surprisingly well. Like to the point where I was like, I would not be uncomfortable just using that as a thermal paste for a little while. I don't know how long it lasts, but it worked really well.
But how long until it loses its properties?
You want to buy an A770? Oh yeah, they've gotten a lot better too. Like, and Intel's supposed to announce their new CPU or GPUs here not too long as well. So AMD or Intel is going to have a new lineup. The Battle Mage, I think is what they called it. Okay, that one on there. Why? Why do you do this to me? Who designed this? Is that why they gave me a screwdriver that's so tiny? This one is like inset behind the cooler, like behind the radiator fins. What the heck? Did they design that? Did they put that plate on backwards or something? Hold on, let's undo this side first. Can you guys see this? Look at this. You can't see that bolt. There's no way that was on purpose, right? There's no way. I mean, even if I flip this plate around, it wouldn't do anything. That's crazy. I've used ID cooling stuff in the past, but like this is nuts. How the heck do they expect people to do that? Yo, what up, LDV? Imagine the smell from 90-degree Vegemite. I don't even know what Vegemite smells like, to be honest. So I couldn't tell you. All right, maybe we can get it with our iFixit thing here. What PC build you cost $1,500 a month ago? Like, are you trying to build it yourself? Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking with this design here. It boggles the mind. As an engineer, I don't know how they thought that this was a good idea. Okay, I got that side started now. Why am I not putting water cooling? The customer specifically requested air cooling. I would like to speak to the engineers from ID Cooling because this is such a dumb idea. I don't know why they thought that was the right design decision. I'm not convinced that's all the way tightened either. Okay, I think that's all the way tightened down. Yeah, it's a customer build. I pretty much only build customer builds. I don't build stuff for myself very often because I don't really need new stuff all the time, you know? All right, well, I don't know what ID Cooling was thinking with this design, but I mean, you can see it from the top down view. This is a straight down view of this cooler, and this bolt on this side is completely hidden by these fins. So you pretty much have to like come in at some weird angle in order to get this side tightened down. I'm gonna say that's a 0 out of 10 for a design from ID Cooling. Jeez. Okay, got that installed. Let's get our fan installed here. I don't think I've ever seen such a design oversight like that in PC building. That's pretty wild. This is coming from someone who has a decade of mechanical engineering experience. Like one simple look in CAD from this view should have told them, no, maybe we should fix that. I mean, like now it looks great. It looks really nice, but the installation, not so great. Don't you have a small ratchet with screwdriver heads? I do somewhere, but I don't think I have one here at the office with me. Yeah, I don't think I have one readily available here with me. But realistically, like that's not something that everyone has, right? Like I have one, but you really shouldn't be designing for that, right? Like you should be designing for like normal tools. All right. CPU cooler, fan, boom. Here we go. These are gonna get run down like this. Just like that. Okay. And there we go. Motherboard is ready to go. Might have to bring that little ratcheting thing to the office with me now. Do you have a set software bundle you set up a build with? No, I pretty much install the OS. I will install the motherboard driver and utility like software, and then I install if there's any RGB software that's required to run different things, like Lee & Lee has its own RGB software, or NZXT Cam. I will install those, but I don't install any other software besides that. Oh, and the GPU driver, but I don't install any other like random utilities and stuff. The customer sometimes can ask for one if they want, but I don't put any sort of like bloatware on it. To be fair, the small children in their factories have no problem doing it. Ooh, shots fired. Okay. Well, I guess we need to take that off to get that little guy out. Okay, put that back. Alrighty, let's get our motherboard installed here. Sorry. I know I didn't want to change the camera angle for that. It was just such a short little thing there. All right, there we go. Okay, we need these 6-32 screws, because that's what NZXT uses. All right, let's get this motherboard locked down. How much is this build? How much was this build? It was like $3,800, something like that. $3,600. The 64 gigs of RAM and all of the storage definitely drove up the price on it versus like the average person would probably get 32 gigs of RAM and 1 to 3 terabytes of storage total versus 6 terabytes of storage total. So it would probably normally be closer to like 3,200 bucks. You took the front screen filter off my PC to clean the dust and found a PC. Oh, you found a hardware, think of hardware? Six terabytes must be wanting to download a single COD game. I know, right? The amount of storage space that it takes for modern games is crazy. Okay, those are all tightened down. Swap our camera over. They don't want you to have 3 Battle Royale games, just theirs. You're wondering if there's screws missing from your computer? No, every computer and case and stuff comes with a bunch of extra stuff, so that's pretty normal. CPU and GPU, yeah, Ghost put it there. If you type in !point specs, that'll give you the full build list as well. There we go. Okay, so before I do anything else, I want to grab one of these black fans and see how it looks. I opened one of these. Because if the black fans don't look very good, then we'll hold off with them and then we'll put the white ones in later. So you'll have 3 fans along the bottom, like that. It does kind of mess with the aesthetic, I'm not gonna lie. All right, we'll have to return these fans. So we can finish the build, that's fine. We won't be able to ship it out right away. They sent me the wrong freaking fans. That was really unfortunate. Come on, NZXT. I don't even think they were the ones that shipped it. I think it came straight from Amazon, but oh well. I don't think the customer ever texted me back that I was starting. Yeah, I don't think they even saw my text. All right, so let's get our RGB plugged in here. Run that back to the back as well. Run this guy to the back. Okay. Daisy chain these guys up. For the RGB. Okay, just kind of getting that in the right spot for now. Get all this other stuff plugged in. What up, chicken? Yeah, I mean, it'd probably look okay on the bottom because you're not going to see it too much. But yeah, just, I'm not happy with it. USB-C. Okay, there's our USB-C plugged in. Got our USB 3.0. Underneath it. Just like that. Okay. Get our HD audio in over in the corner. Like that. Get our front panel header in here. Okay. And these are our fan cables. Looks like they daisy chained them for us. It's very thoughtful. Okay. Fan RGB. Okay, I don't know why they put a black tip on the fan RGB cable and all the rest of it is white, but whatever. Okay, and then that's gonna get all nice and run together. Run up there. Let's pull that together and zip tie it real quick. Okay. Right, there's all that stuff plugged in, so everything that's in the computer so far is plugged in already. Well, as the customer stuff happens and I'm fine with waiting for the right fans, yeah, exactly. Exactly. All right, let's get our power cables in here. Wait, LDV, are you the customer or you're just talking like hypothetically speaking? I know the customer's actual name. I don't know what their like screen name would be. I did make sure to text them before I started and told them via email ahead of time that I was going to be building it today. Okay. Let's get our cables going. Ross95 with the follow, let's go. Okay, we don't need those, we do need that. Don't need SATA. Don't need that GPU VGA cable. Don't need more VGA cables. We do need that GPU cable. We need that CPU cable. And we don't technically need the other CPU cable, but we're gonna put it in anyways. What do I charge for builds? It depends on the build. It's typically 20% of the cost of the components is my total markup. So that's my like build fee, covers overhead, all that sort of stuff. That's my markup. But there's always sales, and there's always, I've got partners who you can get a 5% discount code through. So it's pretty easy to get your build for less than that. Oh, you are? Okay, okay. I was still at work when you texted me. I just got here. Okay, sweet. Yes, so for some reason, Amazon sent me the black version of those fans, so we're just gonna do everything except for that. We'll be able to turn it on still, and then I'll just have to reorder those fans, because I should have checked beforehand, but usually that's not something you have to worry about. Well, today is a new day. Yeah. Also, I'm glad you're here. Thank you for coming in. And thank you for the order, obviously. Okay. That in there. I'm gonna run these CPU cables down here. Like that. Yeah, I see. There's a couple of companies do this where they only use one like picture for their fans, whether it's the black or the white version. So that's just kind of what I assumed, and we all know what assuming means. Yeah, so that's my fault. So it's gonna take a couple extra days, but it's gonna look great. Yo, EOK, yo, 3K coming in with a follow on Kick. I appreciate that. That's what I appreciate about you. Okay, got that. Can I have that black fan? No, I'm returning the fans. The fans cost money, good sir. Otherwise, you know, if the fans didn't cost me anything, I mean, sure, you could have it, but they do. They do cost something. Okay. Clip this little guy off. Cool, that one just broke on me. That's great. All right, so got all that plugged in. Let's get our GPU cable plugged in. How do I optimize the RAM and stuff? So we have Trap Tuning is the guy that I use for all of our system optimizations. So that includes tightening up the timings, sometimes increasing the speed of like versus the like the rated speed of the RAM, and then doing stability checks on those new timings to make sure that everything is running well. Okay, there's all that plugged in. Okay, there's our power supply in. Should have some bolts for this. Yes, there they are. Thank you. It's always interesting. When you get black components, they give you black bolts for everything. When you buy white components, they give you silver. I wonder if that's just a cost thing or why they choose that. I'm not saying it looks bad. It's just, it's interesting, you know? Shipping here would be 500%. Yeah, exactly. Shipping there would be pretty expensive. Can the B650 from MSI MPG Wi-Fi run the 9800X3D? Absolutely. MSI MPG is like one of their high-end lines, so I would have no concerns about that. It's happened to the best of us. It'll give me a couple extra days to get my monitors and everything else in place and ready to go. All right. But see, like, how cool would it look if these were all white, you know? Okay, make sure the zero fan mode is off. We don't want that. Okay, there's that. Let's get our GPU in here. This is a really fast build, faster than expected because we don't have a bunch of fans and extra cable management to do at the moment. That will come later. Whew. I think this is a 2-slot card because it's the slim. So we'll take 2 out for now. Alexander Rivera coming in with the sub on YouTube. Thank you. Next question is, where can I find a 9800X3D? Right now, nowhere. I got a couple. I ordered a couple through Newegg. That was literally I woke up and was like on my phone before 7 a.m. to order those so that I could make sure I got some in stock. Because I'm not big enough to have like deals with AMD or wherever, you know. I love this GPU. It's so pretty. Oh, look at that. Look at it. Just look at it. It gave us a nice graphics card support. It's wonderful. Very thoughtful of them. Very demure. Oh, isn't that schmexy? It's okay, we don't stream on TikTok yet, so I can say words like that, right? Could you just both go in there at the same time? Thank you. All right, there we go. Scalpers. Only for the 9800X3D. Yeah, you kind of just had to be ready for it, you know? All these beautiful peels to take off. Hopefully some of that sound's coming through on the mic. I think the fans have peels on them too. Looks like the fans have peels on them. Yeah, they definitely do. There we go. And there it is. The MSI RTX 4080 Super Slim. It's still pretty big. Also, it is still a 3-slot card. I don't know what's slim about it, but you know, you can ask MSI what that means. It's still a 3-slot card, so I think using the term slim is being a little bit generous. All right, that is open. Here we go. I hope you're hungry for nothing. Okay, okay. I can't see the slot. There we go. All right, you guys ready for this? Are we ready? I gotta get nice and close. That wasn't the definitive click that I wanted, but sorry, it's as good as you get. It's more like a clunk than a click. What brand is the GPU? It is MSI, MicroStar International. Click. It was more of a clunk than a click, but you know, we make do with what we get. There we go. Gosh, that's a good looking system. That is a good looking system, y'all. All right, I think we'll go through right here. This GPU cable. That was a lot more force to get that in there than I wanted it to be. Oops. Okay. Well, without all of the extra fans, not really a whole lot of extra cable management I can do at the moment, because anything I do is going to get ruined by the fans. And by ruined, I mean I'll have to do a bunch extra. But what do we think of that? What do we think of that? It's not often that somebody requests a high-end system with an air cooler, but I love it. I love it. I'm gonna put the back on just for aesthetic purposes. There it is. There it is. Who's ready to see this thing get turned on? Who's ready to get turned on? So there's one thing I know about high-end sexy computers, it's that it turns people on, people being me, okay? Do those Velcro straps come with a case? They sure do. Pre-installed on the case. Pretty cool. Also, the camera and stuff is probably gonna flicker for a second here while I plug this in for reasons unknown to man. My TV and stuff really doesn't like it, but it's okay. You're turned on? All right, cool. Okay. My TV monitor hopefully will come back on. There we go. Hopefully the camera didn't go black at all, but there we go. Who's ready to see it? I want to see your favorite emoji in the chat at least like 5 times before I turn this baby on. This is a much shorter stream than I thought it was going to be. Just goes to show you, when you pick a good case and an air cooler, it really simplifies a PC build. Air cooling just practically never breaks. That's true. All you have to do, like worst case scenario, you replace a fan. You replace like the fan on it, and you have a working air cooler again. It's very rare for the heat sink, what are those called? The like capillary tubes to fail. Oh, LDV's got the hands up. Ross got his fire emoji and the celebration one. Come on, YouTube vertical. Come on. Let's see those emojis. I want to see your favorite emoji so we can turn this baby on. Look, I'll even turn that on. You get a little glimpse of the The RGB from the motherboard. Come on, let's see it. You gotta post them in the chat. Am I on Twitch? I am on YouTube, both vertically and horizontally, and on Kick. That's it. I almost have enough followers on TikTok to start streaming there, but we're not quite there yet. MJ with his, Ghost got his, I love it. If you know what I mean. Love it. Wait, what is that green one, Ahmed? Is that a flag? I don't recognize that emoji. I know that's your favorite Ghost. Looks nice. Hey, thanks, Debbie. Also, Debbie, I need to message you because I do have time this week to look at your computer. Okay. I think we're ready. So, the final 7800X 3D build with an RTX 4080 Super, 6 terabytes of storage, 64 gigs of RAM, the Asus X870A gaming Wi-Fi motherboard, and a 1000 watt power supply from NZXT. First ever power on. And there it is. Let's bring this down. I mean, you can't tell me that this doesn't look gorgeous. Is that just a normal Lazy Susan? I bought the Lazy Susan off Amazon, the base of it. It was kind of expensive, it was like 80, 90 bucks. And then this top is actually just a like stool top from Home Depot that I painted black. So it's a little bit custom, but not quite. You're so turned on right now. That's right, Ghost. That is a beautiful computer, you guys. Say what you will about ID Cooling's design there for the mounting system. Their RGB looks good. It looks really good. I can't wait for these new fans to come in. And the all-white build, what? You just can't go wrong with an all-white build, you know? It's not for everyone, I get it. But it looks so good. You do pay a tax for buying all-white. Yeah. Don't forget about the like societal implications of that. You pay a tax for an all-white computer build. Oh, I'm gonna get myself canceled. Okay. But yeah, no, this is not like a normal Lazy Susan. It is kind of custom-ish. It's an amazing PC, right, Ahmed? I like it a lot. Feel like you need that air cooler? Yeah, it's pretty solid, man. ID Cooling makes some really good looking stuff. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like ID Cooling kind of filled the market that Deepcool left behind in the US. As you guys probably know, Deepcool is no longer able to sell things in the US market. Maybe that'll change because of breaking, I don't know, whatever you call it, sanctions against Russia. But I think ID Cooling has done a pretty good job of filling in the market of finding really good looking stuff, decent quality stuff, and being very reasonably priced. Like this is only 50 bucks for this giant cooler. 50 bucks, and it's RGB, and it's white. Deepcool is still here. Yeah, it's only the US. The US slapped a big old fine and told them they're not allowed to sell anything in the US because they were selling stuff to Russia. So they're available everywhere else. I see them all the time on Twitter, like posting cool new stuff, and I'm like, I wish I could buy that. But I think it was like an $8 million fine, and I don't know if they had to pay that and they still can't sell stuff here, or how that's gonna work. It's been several months now, so I was kind of hoping that they would have resolved it by now. The AIO Matrix is so cool. Yeah, it is. I know they had some really cool stuff coming out before they were like, oh, taking everything off the shelves in the US. Yeah, I want it. I want to buy it. That angle. That's the angle right there. Got the RGB from the fan, the front fans, the all-white interior. A little bit of RGB here on the MSI GPU. Oh, it's so good. So good. And it posted. What do you know? Surprise, surprise. Alrighty. Well, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I can sit here and answer questions if you guys have any more questions. Otherwise, I think we're done for the day, and I'm gonna have to go order some new fans. The GPU is ballin'. I think it looks a lot better than some of the other white GPUs. I mean, okay, Asus's ROG Strix white GPU, pretty incredible. It's also like $400 more expensive. But I like the look of this better than the Gigabyte one. The Gigabyte one is just so big. It's like this tall, and it sticks out so far that you can't fit it in like half the cases, even the bigger cases like this one. This one it would probably fit fine, but like it's a massive, massive GPU, like unnecessarily large. Alrighty, y'all. We're gonna call it here then. I don't see any questions in the chat. Thank you all so much for coming and hanging out and watching and chatting with me. We will see you on the next one. I think we're gonna have to do next week. If we don't have a build to do, I think we might just do like a AMA stream. Like we'll, look at what's coming out, what's out, talk through all that, answer a bunch of your random questions. It'd be a good time. All right. Have a good night. We'll see you on the next one. I'm guessing that the other 3 fans will light up as well. Yeah, it'll all be RGB. So there'll be 3 on the bottom, 1 on the back, a couple on top. When and where? The plan is for next Tuesday would be the AMA stream. I'll make a post for it on my YouTube and Twitter and stuff. Hey, you have a good night too, LDV. Appreciate you so much for this build, man. This thing is incredible. Incredible. All right, we're ending the vertical stream. Actually, we're gonna end the horizontal stream first. Good morning, all right. Good morning to you, Ghost, and everybody that's over there. Okay, bye, 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 bye.